Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of LavaCraft. We're playing on the Riverdale realms today. And in the last episode, we built this super cool starter base. And I promised you guys and myself that we would do an interior building episode. So we're going to get that started. And before we can do that, we actually need to clear out all the junk that we have just sitting around in here. So let's get to it. Alright, a nice blank canvas with some mobs in here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And there's a bunch of space in here. There's a couple mobs. We're going to have to mob-proof it. The easiest way is to kind of section each room off and make it a little bit smaller. Big open areas are a lot harder to fill in, especially when you're doing tiny little details, which is what interiors is. It's pretty much all tiny little details. So we need to go ahead and do that. We've put all of our resources over here in a bunch of different boxes. We labeled them all just so that we can quickly go back and forth and hopefully have an easier time sorting it when we make our storage system. We're not making an automatic storage system, not yet. This base is too small for that. Also, we don't have beacons and we can't dig out the ground quickly, and yeah, you know how it goes. It's a starter base. Alright, well, let's get to work with the very first floor. But before we do that, I think we need to put a roof on it. And the roof is also going to be the second floor's floor. Yeah. Alright, well, let's grab some stone, I think, and get to work. We're going to use a bunch of different materials in this build. Pretty much just what we have. You might want to get a little bit of smooth stone smelting up. We don't want to use like all smooth stone because it's just too easy for flooring, but yeah, we'll get a little bit just in case we need it. Alright, so we have separated some of these different spaces in the interior. We added this little doorway. It's so nice. I didn't want to decorate too much though. Ah! Get out of here! Ah! Oh my gosh, I guess it was too nice. Even the mobs enjoyed it. Get out of here, creeper. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Alright, so moving inside, we have this same little area. We're going to keep that pretty much the same. We got a roof on it now, so it's looking good. And another room here. And another room here. We might wall this off, actually. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Yeah, that looks okay. Alright, so yeah, that worked out. I think that is a good spot for a wall. We're just going to break it up just a bit. Add some regular stone. You don't want to have too many plain walls. At least break it up just a bit. That looks a little too uniform, so boom. There we go. We're probably going to replace some of this floor and maybe even some of the walls with different kinds of blocks, like wood blocks especially. I think for this bottom level floor, wood would make a lot of sense. So we'll probably get started with that next. Moving upstairs, we have a staircase here to get to the second level. The second level, and it needs some work still on as far as like which rooms goes where. I think we're going to leave this big open space for some kind of storage system. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to look like, but our roof goes out another 2 blocks. So we could put like chests here, probably. I'm not 100% sure, but you know how we do things. We just like to kind of go for it. And as you can see up there, there's a little balcony and another staircase. So we have 3 layers, 3 levels of this little house here. And up here is kind of just like the attic almost. We could even just put a ladder all the way up here. I don't know what we're going to do up here. Maybe just some random bits and bobs. We'll store the stuff that we only use on the holidays, or, you know, maybe when we go camping. Throw our damaged gold armor up here maybe. Don't know yet. But yeah, so now we can go ahead and get started. I think getting the floors done on the first level is going to be where we start. In fact, I think we'll probably rock out the entire first level and get a feel for what this interior build is going to be. And once we kind of get a palette down and start messing around with the very limited block palettes that we have available to us. Then we can see, you know, what the upper floors will look like. And the bottom floor is going to be mostly decorative. I think we're going to put a little living space in here with the chimney, and we'll probably have a bedroom right here. So we might want to go ahead and just wall this off now as well, just to kind of separate it and make it a little bit easier to decorate. It's a lot easier to decorate, like we talked about, when you have a smaller space to do so. Alright, so we have placed down a couple blocks since the last scene. We just changed it up a little bit, and it already looks better, I think. But it really won't look great until we start to detail it and add some stuff in here. So we're gonna go and grab what resources we can find. Maybe some barrels, maybe some lights. We need some better lighting than this stuff right here. These are ugly. I don't like torches. Unless we're in a cave. Yeah, I think we could make this place look really, really nice. Like I said, we're probably not going to put too much utility in this bottom floor. I think it's mostly just going to be decoration. We added this little shelf and a little chest just because it seemed like it fit well. Maybe we'll get like a little flower pot there. Although we don't have any bricks or anything, so we're gonna have to figure that part out. Anyways, let's get to building, and I'll bring you guys back in with a progress update. Alright, so we finished up most of the interior of the first floor. Check it out. I think it turned out pretty well, and it took forever. Yeah, it looks okay. We have this little workshop area where we got all sorts of cool stuff where we can do other cool stuff. Yeah, and then we have this little space over here. We don't really have a ton of resources, so I had to use a lot of workstation blocks and things like that to kind of decorate in here, which are great for decorating in the early game. So unfortunately, it's not as much of a living space as it is a more industrial feel in here, but it looks okay, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. We also have this area over here, this back wall, where we have a little bit more storage, and then our bedroom for the time being. It almost feels like a spare bedroom, almost like a storage room where you could sleep. It's got a couple little plants here and there. We got some planters here and here, so it looks okay. It looks all right. Upstairs, we are going to continue that. We have not started that yet. We also have this area back here, which I'm trying to hold off on doing because we might need it for some kind of utility function. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe like a little smelting room if we don't have enough space upstairs. Because upstairs we are going to decorate, but it's also going to be our storage room. I'm hoping to fit an enchanting area in here as well, and maybe a few other things. So we're going to leave this area blank for now. If we end up not needing anything to go in that room, it will just be like a little kitchen. I think that would be cool. Like a little kitchen for, you know, whoever's staying in this cabin, I guess me. And a little back door to this cave exit, emergency exit area where we can escape all the zombies and creepers, even though it's probably more dangerous out here at night. Yeah. Also, we started planting a bunch of trees in case we need more wood types. We're doing just bedrock. There's so many mobs. All right, well, cool. So now it is time to move on to the next part of the build. And we are going to have to fill in this wall as well, or window, or whatever. Yeah, so now it is time to head upstairs and start working out where we want our storage room, enchantments table, and maybe a few more workstation blocks. You know what? We might even put a portal in here. That might be cool. Not 100% sure where yet. We don't have a ton of space, but that's okay. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the interior, and we'll hopefully get a little bit more done today as well. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to building, and I'll bring you back in just a second with another progress update. Alrighty guys, we finished it up, and just in time, because we're running out of time for today's episode. So let's head upstairs and check it out. Coming inside, you see the bottom floor interior that we already showed off. Super cool. Coming up the stairs, Well, it looks pretty cool, pretty cool. We have our portal right there so that when we come in and out of the nether, we have access to our little storage room over here, our staircase down to the bottom where we can do cool stuff. And up here, there's just, you know, a little bit of greenery around. We have our storage system, which is completely unassigned at the moment. That's something we're probably going to have to do in between episodes, and we'll show it off at some point. We got some barrel storage, some stuff over here for our crafting area. We also have our enchanting set up because we need to get some better gear and enchanted gear. We do have it, I believe, set up so that we can enchant all the way until level 30. Let's put a book there. 22. Oh, we must have removed a book. I think it's because of this thing right here. Maybe we'll put a bookshelf right there and see, is it level 30? No. All right. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Not sure. All right. Well, the rest of the interior is pretty nice, pretty nice. We got these little end tables for our lighting. There's also some lighting underneath the leaves around here. We finished filling this in. I'm not super happy with it. I think this right here, this whole big blank area is a little boring. We might put something there. We might put something there. I'm not sure yet. We definitely have to get some more item frames and stuff. We just don't have any leather. We're gonna go hang out with the cows. Yeah, so we have a bunch of different kinds of storage space for just all of our random junk. All right, well, the other things that are on this floor, we have the little smelting room. So we got our smokers, our blast furnace, and our regular furnace. So we can do all the smelting we'll ever really need to do. We didn't really make a big enough space for like a super smelter or anything. Maybe we'll put one in the basement if we really need to. Coming over here, we have our bedroom. So we have an upstairs and downstairs bedroom. This one's a little bit more cozy. It's still a little weird. We got some greenery, you know, bringing in that oxygen. And we got a nice little chimney in our bedroom that runs from the downstairs chimney as well. So, upstairs there is nothing. We left this room blank in case we want to put something up here, like a micro farm or who knows. I guess we could have put the enchanting room up here. That might have been smart. Anyways, moving over, we also have another staircase behind the furnaces up to the attic. Really not much in here, but we can look out the pretty window. You can also come over here and view like the entryway all the way down to the bottom floor. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. Like I said, this is not really anything going on up here, but it's cozy, you know, it's cozy. Not the best interior ever made, but I think it will work for our little cabin, and definitely has everything we need. We just got to fix this enchanting table. I think we just have to get rid of that guy. Cool. Yeah, that's all it was. That's all it was. I wonder if we can get rid of these now. Let's see. Yeah, cool. All right, so we had a bit of a blockage there. I like to be open. I hate it completely being encased. But yeah, that is the interior build, guys. We might add more in the future. We might do some in between episodes, or maybe we'll do it together. But either way, leave a like if you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're excited to see even more content from the Lavacraft verse. We put out episodes every single week. Alrighty guys, thanks for hanging out. That's gonna do it for me today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.